Pour la deuxième année consécutive, la Semaine culinaire suisse a lieu au Labourdonnais Waterfront Hotel avec la collaboration du consulat helvétique à Maurice. Du 3 au 12 août 2018 et dans le cadre des 50 ans d'indépendance du pays, la culture suisse sera à l'honneur, comme l'a indiqué M. Walter lors de son discours.
We're very happy to present to you the second Swiss Week in Mauritius. We started this Swiss Week idea last year in order to increase the Swiss presence in Mauritius, to also react to an intensification of our relations with Mauritius and showcase all the Swiss culture, delicacies, but also the Swiss strive for innovation. Apparently last year's Swiss Week was a good success, and we have been approached by the official Mauritius government to repeat the exercise and contribute as one of 5 or 10 countries to the 50 years independence jubilee of the country. So we have decided not to change a winning formula. We're coming in a bit smaller terms this year, but I think we have handpicked activities and events that might be very interesting. What we do is to start the Swiss Week tonight with a big inauguration ceremony and some Swiss food here at the hotel. We'll have tomorrow a wonderful cinema late afternoon and evening. We are showing a movie that the Swiss people think is known in the whole world because it's an archetypal Swiss film on a little girl from the Swiss Alps that has to go to work to Germany, and it's a book that is the full DNA of every Swiss citizen, and that has been translated in about 100 languages. The film is extremely nicely made and a good adaptation of the book. It's for families, so what we're looking for is to have a big number of children looking at this young girl of Switzerland and what her fate in the world is. We're going then in an evening session about the Swiss women. It's called the Divine Order, which in Switzerland was until 71 men voting and women not voting, at least at national level. And the film shows how the women started to vote in Switzerland and what courage and initiative they had to take. It's a very funny film. Always people think that Swiss are not very funny. There you will see the contrary. A well thought, a deep film, but also very fun. That's our cultural program for Saturday. On Sunday we will try to move you. We have an innovative sport which is called street rackets that you can play everywhere. You just need some demarcations and you can play a sort of a tennis. We will showcase that down here on the waterfront on Sunday. We'll have an evening for the Swiss community with famous raclette. And then we will have an interesting event on Tuesday with Polytechnics Mauritius, who has a strong cooperation with the Swiss Hotel School called HDMI, where Mr. Kurfürst is the head of the chef education. This cooperation will be celebrated in the presence of the Minister of Education, and we'll have a culinary exchange on top of Mauritius Polytechnics building. And then we're getting a bit more soundy on Wednesday, but then especially on Friday we will have here a group which is called The Two. It's a blues playing group. One of the members is Swiss, the other is Mauritian. So we get the best from both sides. They will perform also outside here, and we hope they will have a big public. So that is the official program that Switzerland offers here. A lot of activities are for free. We're hoping that a lot of Mauritians come and see what we have to offer. I should also mention the culinary program at the hotel, which is extremely rich and important. And
les Mauriciens pourront découvrir les diverses facettes de la cuisine suisse qui connaît l'influence allemande, française et italienne, comme souligne le chef Andreas Korfutz lors de son allocution.
I'm a chef in the Swiss Hotel Management School, and I would like to thank Chef Mr. Rob Schmidt for hosting the event, and Chef Nizam also with his team for cooperation and making all this possible. So what we did was we thought we bring Switzerland, which is a fairly small country, is landlocked, not like Mauritius. We don't have any sea, we just have a few lakes. And like Mauritius, the cuisine also is influenced by several regions. Again, food doesn't stop at the border, food travels and so on. So as you may know already, Swiss cuisine is influenced by Italian part, by the French part, and by the German part. So we try to bring something of everything to you here. We have a few samples prepared for you can taste. And then if you like more, you can come to the restaurants and order. And then also in the evenings, we will have then a raclette, which is traditional Swiss. I mean, everywhere you go in Switzerland as a tourist, there's a few things you must have. You must have a cheese fondue, you must have a raclette, and you must have some chocolate. The Swiss actually made it all possible that we all have beautiful chocolate these days. Carlier invented a way of making the chocolate to what we know as chocolate today. So we have to be very grateful to the Swiss. So every time we eat some chocolate, we should thank the Swiss people for that. So, and then, like we mentioned, there's a whole week of entertainment coming at you. So I think your calendar for this week is booked. We would like to see you all there as many as possible. And like I also mentioned, I'm here also on behalf of my school in Switzerland. We will sign a contract with Polytechnics University, and we establish a link between our two universities where we may exchange students. I will maybe come over here, chefs or students will come to Switzerland to make the link Switzerland and Mauritius even stronger. Currently we have already students from Mauritius all the time, at least 5-6 per semester. So the link is already there. Now it's time to strengthen it and make it